Hi everyone. So I've noticed that there are some mainstream factions on the right who are promoting Nick Fuentes as the future of conservatism. And you also have some of them even propping up Nick Fuentes as Charlie Kirk's successor, even though he has always stood against everything Charlie stood for. However, I really wish that the mainstream right had that same energy for the culture, for conservative leaning artists out there. Because when it comes to culture, I don't want to say it again, but I have to. We have been lagging behind for years. And what we do have to show is mostly politics. It's so disappointing. We need more shows, movies, documentaries, video games, novels. What else? Comic books. Just need a plethora of art, and we need it more than ever. So the other day, I heard the news that Jennifer Lawrence is going to be quietening uh, her mouth when it comes to politics. Okay, but she did say that she's going to be, you know, you could say utilizing her politics in her film productions, which is not a problem. But the thing is that what she's working on is, I would say, well, one of the projects she's working on is an abortion documentary. And I was just thinking, where are our pro-life documentaries? Where are all of our pro-life movies? I mean, we do have a couple of them. One of the biggest ones was just a few years ago, but we don't have more of that. And that's a problem. And I remember going on the pro-life Reddit page, and I came across a comment that stated that the pro-choice culture has been so powerful that so many people just all of a sudden switch to pro-choice. And it's like, what? It's like we should have really had a lot when it comes to different aspects of our values being promoted. But when it comes to the mainstream right, and I'm not talking about everyone, obviously, but I would say that the mainstream right, um, who don't really support art for years, they could have really done something about it, but they didn't. And now we have this issue. Now, obviously, it's better late than never, but at the same time, you need a lot more work than just shows like the Pendragon Cycle. But anyways, what I really want to see is more promotion from the mainstream right, more positive movies, and I would say even just escapist content as well. We need more of it. The movie One Battle After Another, everyone is praising it, even though it lost a lot of money. And let me just say that you are going to get more movies like that. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that even apolitical content that you were used to are now getting uber political. And it's disappointing and really, really irksome as that is. It's going to continue to happen. And the only solution is to create alternatives, and not just political alternatives, but also alternatives with different values. If there are a bunch of pro-choice movies out there, pro-abortion movies out there, pro-abortion documentaries, there should be double the amount of pro-life documentaries and pro-life movies. And it doesn't have to be in your face about that topic. It can be very light about that topic. And there are various ways of really going about it subtly and really making good art. So I really want the artists to take the center stage when it comes to being promoted. And I don't know if many on the mainstream right will consider that, because recently Matt Walsh called for the right to be more united, to focus on bigger issues. But Matt Walsh, as much as I love him, obviously has downplayed culture, and I would say certain parts of culture like anime and video games. And it's like, this is the problem. We can't keep downplaying all of this type of media and then get astonished when things are getting even more politically correct. I mean, video games. A lot of people on the right, I know that, I would say that plenty of people my age love video games, and maybe some older folk as well. But you also have plenty of people who have negative opinions on video games. And I get it, some video games do really look extremely violent, but there's also positive video games, family-friendly video games. But what people have not noticed on the mainstream right is that even video games have been corrupted by politically correct values. Yep, I'm not even joking. Back in the day, video games used to have in character creators male and female options. Now they erase the terms male and female. They use body type A and B or 1 and 2 instead. Yep, that's what's going on. And sometimes you'll have some sneaky politics being shoved in, and you know, it's like, this really needs to be raised as a major issue, because a lot of people just blindly trust the video games, and I get it, because video games are fun and many of them are family friendly and we just trust them, but then we don't realize how far um, political correctness has gotten. And I really wish the mainstream right, triple down on that subject, focusing on art, focusing on video games, and realizing that it's really good. It's really, really good to protect these forms of media and also celebrate it. Anyways, sorry for this really long video. I'm just wishing that same love people have for Nick could go instead towards the actual artists out there, and hopefully these filmmakers and comic books artists and just everyone really who does work on something. I really hope they do get a chance to shine. I really hope they do get the promotion they need from mainstream right wingers, because they have a lot of followers. Okay, so anyways, let me know your opinion on this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye.